Hi guys, this video is brought to you by outtalk.co.uk for your post, pre-match and Sheffield Wednesday discussions with fellow Wednesdayites.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Sheffield Wednesday season review. Now, I have left this on purpose for a while before I started to record it to let things settle down a little bit with fans and stuff like that. At the moment, everything's going a bit crazy about what's going on with Carlos and stuff like that. And I will mention that in another video. But this is the review of the season. Now, I personally think we had a fantastic season. To say we got playoffs is where, in a sense, we wanted to get, considering when you see the likes of Newcastle coming down, we always knew it was going to be a tough season with them coming down and with the defending power they had. Now, we did do really well. And our main big reason where we didn't do well this season was we just didn't score enough goals for me. Just not enough goals during the campaign at all. There were times where we dominated games and we just didn't do well enough against certain little teams. One of the games I remember with the Burton game, really should have done a lot better in that game, but we didn't. And that's the fact, and it's games like that that really cost us. We also got games where we got last minute winners or got dug out right near the end with Lee scoring that goal against Bristol City. If we didn't get that, we'd be laughing our way back. But at the same time, it's games like that that really cost us. Now, up to Christmas time, we lost a lot of key players to injury. We lose Luvens for a little bit, we lose Lees, we lost Hooper, and Hooper was the ones, until he came back, we didn't realise how much of a loss he really was. He really linked the play together. We were doing really well. If you look at what we did around Christmas time, we had a very good December. And that win against Newcastle was fantastic. But we brought in some good players in January with the likes of Winnall and Rhodes. And you're thinking, with those kind of players, you think they're going to bring the goals. Well, Rhodes was, I think, a signing that we got last minute, mainly because we didn't think we could get him at first. And that's why we got Winnall in the first place. But Winnall really did, out of the two strikers, had the better start for Wednesday. But it's just one of those things right near the end of the season. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got pushed out or there was a disagreement or what. Or it's just the way it works with our squad. We have to rotate some players. Now, the Huddersfield game wasn't great when we got to the playoff final. Playoff legs, and we didn't really commit ourselves. But before I go on to that, I really want to say how we played really well again right near the end of the season when it really counted for us to push up into the playoffs and cement them. And you got to remember, highest point total we've had in years, 4th place, better than last season, so that 2 positions up. And if we go on that kind of logic of going 2 positions up, next year should be 3rd or 2nd. So, if we're going on that kind of progression, it's grateful to have that kind of movement at the moment. But at the same time, it wasn't meant to be in the Huddersfield game, like I said. We really did struggle with that game when it went to penalty. We really weren't cutting edge enough. We sat back way too much. And that's been kind of one thing Carlos has done a lot this year. He sat back a hell of a lot, and you thought, can you just push up a bit and go forward, and had that attacking flow we had last year. So now it comes to what's going to happen next season. Carlos has technically got no contract. Apparently there was talk today about getting that all sorted, and some pictures that people have taken who weren't near the hotel where the talks were happening, they were outside. It looked quite calm, relaxed, and some of it mainly looked a bit more like planning for next season than actually his contract is all done and dusted. We're going to start, and we're going to start telling players who are going to go, who's going to stay. Now on that one, I'm going to do a completely separate video on that. But for me, we need wingers. We need probably 2 more centre backs for me personally, just for cover Lees. Leuven may possibly be going because it looks like his legs are starting to go, and we've had problem where we've had not the support there. Sasso may get another extension, you don't know. I thought he did okay at some time, but I think he wanted to play as if we played him a lot more, we would see more of him to see what he would be like. Definitely wide players. I don't need any strikers, that is a fact. We have enough striker to keep us going. But it does sound like we're going to have to sell some players for the financial fair play situation. And it's one of those things, if we have to sell some players, they're going to have to get moved on, and we're going to have to think about what we're doing. Because you got to remember, we've already spent 10 million already on Rhodes. And I reckon Rhodes will come good next year, with a full pre-season behind him with his new club, playing week in, week out. You got to remember, when he came to us, he was playing in Middlesbrough reserve team, and that was about it. Still kept himself match fit, but at the same time, it's not the same as playing week in, week out in like the Premiership or the Championship. So, also there's some really good teams that have come down from the Premiership, so we're going to have to be very wary of that. But for me, like I said, it's been a fantastic season. I really think we're going to move on from strength to strength. I really hope Carlos stays. For me, personally, I think he should stay building something here, and he's doing really, really well with what he's had to play with so far, and it's another improvement. It's gone from being 6th to 4th. The only next step is definitely to go for automatic kind of thing and not have the playoff situation. And if you look at teams like Middlesbrough, Leicester, Brighton, teams who have gone in the past, that's the kind of range they've gone. They've gone playoffs and then hit the automatic this following season. Granted, had to spend a lot to get there, and it's been a gamble, but gambles that paid off. So hopefully we'll have some news soon on the Carlos situation, on his contract talks. Hopefully it'll be another year contract. Also, I really do hope as well we'll have news on players who we're keeping, players who we're letting go, who we want to start talking about that. And I think then you'll start seeing players going away on the holidays to have their break and then come back ready for the season next year. No, not yet, not next year, we know, next season. So hopefully we'll have some news on that soon, and I will do videos on that. And thank you for your support this year, it's been fantastic. The channel's just going from strength to strength, and I will slowly keep trying to improve the channel and move it on as much as I can.
Don't forget to have your say at outtalk.co.uk after the match.